Episode 11, baby.
And as we start and always say, and we
back. Come on.
LJC always.
Large it up.
Always.
Large
Always.
it up.
That's
Yeah,
what we do.
man.
But yeah, now boys, always a pleasure. Obviously,
Come on.
you know, whenever we do it, always do it big. And we have to kind of start on the previous episode.
Yeah.
What a fucking episode.
Episode 10.
Man.
Fantastic.
What?
Another big thank you to Melissa and Karim, but also
Big shout.
to our viewers and our subscribers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
I gotta give them a applause.
Good numbers, man.
fabulous interaction.
Family is growing.
Yeah.
1,000 strong plus.
Yeah, man.
Shout out all the new ones, obviously.
Yeah.
Come
Big
on.
support,
Really appreciate it,
it.
but please continue to share, comment, subscribe, and like the content
Like it up.
on all platforms.
Yeah.
Smash that fucking like
Otherwise,
button.
Bilal's gonna be upset. And if Bilal gets upset, we don't really want
We don't
to
want
do
that.
it. We
But
don't
remember to like this one as well, yeah, and the old one, and the
Smash
1,
that
2,
like
3, 4,
button.
5, 6, 7.
Beat that subscribe button. Make sure you chat something in the comments. You know, keep it going. Keep it.
Right, Shoddy, what you been
Large
drinking, brother? Since the headphones
Large
come
as
up,
well.
man's on gun fingers.
She let me have the monster early in the morning. Yeah, yeah, mate.
No mucking about in this.
Sideways.
How's the man them though?
Nah, good, man.
Yeah,
good.
What's been going on?
2022's been good so far. Obviously, with the last episode, you know, let's trim that as well.
Oh,
come
yes.
on. Have to be
Always feel
shining.
good.
No, I think it's the first time without one.
Professional.
Yeah, man.
First time actually showcasing the trim on the pod.
I
Come
know.
on.
Going through all the old episodes, and I'm like, why am I always wearing a hat? You know, I've actually got a good set of hair. You
Yeah,
know?
man, you gotta show
All praise
them.
always high is shining.
Gotta show them. Gotta show them. But now, in terms
Very
of
good, very good.
I'll be honest, like my week, you know what? Not much been going on. Obviously, football, you know, we do quick little dubs here and there. You know, it's light. But I tell you what, spun me. I was playing, and obviously we won the game, good game, chatting to the boys and that. And then one of my team members was like, "Yo, bruv, you know who you remind me of?" I was like,
Who's that?
I was like, "Who? Like, who do I remind you of, bro? Like, because you've never come with that conversation with me."
Just
Like,
don't say
Yeah, I'm intrigued here.
he was like, "Bruv, you know, you just remind me of like a prime Michael Essien, bro."
Sorry?
I was like,
What?
Wait. I was like, wait, bro. I was like, wait.
Let's pause on this
I
one.
was like, wait, hold on, bro.
I think we need a more.
I was like, wait, hold on.
Michael Essien.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I was like, wait, do you mean in terms of playing style
Yeah,
or
yeah.
looks? Because
Yeah,
like,
say looks.
big up Michael Essien, innit?
Yeah,
But
of
you see my thing and his thing.
Different.
Very different.
Oh, yeah.
Very different. West African, man. Caribbean, man.
Yeah.
He's had the high top thing. We've been fading since the jump, you get me? So
Yeah.
and not fading,
yeah,
we've been like clean fade.
Yeah.
So that's why I had to kind of double check that one. But
Yeah.
obviously you take it as a compliment.
And what did he say?
So
He said-
you've had a bit of a bad week then, really.
No. Fortunately, he didn't say look. No, fortunately, he didn't say look. He was just like playing stuff. So I was like,
He
"Ah,
made it. He
I
made
had
it.
to clear that one
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
yeah.
I had to clear that one up. Right.
You've always got to be suspicious, innit?
Yeah. But besides that, quiet week, you know, 'Cause
Yeah.
that for me was a bit of a big one. But
Yeah.
you know, you iron that out, all gravy. You know, so yeah, bro.
that's
At least you ain't been compared to fucking Paul Sinner from The Chase.
Nice.
This is when I was babyface.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do remember
So,
that.
do you know what you remind me of? Paul Sinner. And I was like, nah, that's not even the worst one.
Go on.
Worst one was fucking Oranganathan.
Oh,
Ramesh
Ranganathan.
What the
Oh
with
my
the
Comedian
God.
guy. Yeah.
And that's because of this and this.
Yeah.
But in my head, I was thinking, wait, I ain't got a lazy eye, have I?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna
I
say.
was looking in the mirror for like
Yeah,
2 weeks,
got
looking
the
like,
big
wait, am I? No.
He's a G though.
He's a funny guy, but still, come on, man.
They must have met personality, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope.
Better hope so.
Better be.
The Cinnamon though, I can see it.
Yeah.
And he's a Croydon boy as well.
Come on, show the
didn't know that.
True.
Well, next ep,
Big up the Chase.
are we getting petition for man like Show to be wearing a white suit, black
Listen,
shirt?
listen, if this
Should have seen
video,
you in the suit,
Alright,
bro.
if this video hits
Football's not coming home
1,000
again,
likes,
Yeah.
if there's 1,000 likes, then I'll do Paul Cinnamon.
No
like-
way.
I will. Do
We're
it.
gonna get some
I'll-
quiz
I'll
questions
get-
out.
Yeah.
I'll
Money
get,
on the table. I'm involved. You
But that's my only criteria, man. But
Come on.
Bilal, how was your week?
Yeah.
Week was good, you know. Back to business as usual.
Come on.
Settling into 2022. Hopefully going to catch the blessings as we try and always do every year.
Always, we're working, baby.
Wait.
Yeah, back in the gym as well, trying to get them rounds in. Hopefully.
I see it still.
It's coming
Like-
through, you know.
So you
But
on?
yeah, all in all, pretty quiet one, innit? Just keeping myself to myself, just seeing what's popping.
Yeah.
Getting primed and ready for you know what time, spring, summer, baby.
Skin out season.
Look,
Of course,
look,
of course
man,
you're looking
people
forward to
want
that.
to have fun in summer, yeah, but people don't realize the hard work starts in
Now.
the cold winter months.
Yeah.
No pain, no
Real.
gain.
But yeah, other than that, All good.
Tommy
Tommy boy.
Me, you know, quiet ones as always, boys. But
Yeah.
I tell you what, the last few weekends have been all right. We beat the mighty Millwall, the not so mighty Millwall, as we
Go on,
say.
Palace.
FA Cup next round up the Palace.
Come on.
Hartlepool at home.
Eagles.
And
Maybe an
draw at
LJC
Brighton.
special from there.
So it could be an away day for the boys.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know what I mean, just working hard.
Yeah.
Happy to
Grinding.
be back here,
Yeah.
buzzing to get the episode booked in. And,
Come on.
Let's
you know what I
go.
mean, looking
Alright.
forward to the rest of 2022 and what that brings.
Come on.
Brother.
And also, before we go on, Happy New Year.
Come on.
Happy New Year.
Aye.
Like we forgot. Like
Happy New
Year.
Year. Just got so into it.
Come
So
on.
into the
Forgot.
last episode, we were just fucking forgot that.
That was a long time ago now.
Yeah,
We're
man.
late
But it's
January
all
now,
good.
so but yeah.
But it's all good.
That's fine. Then
Yeah,
when
man.
You see this video, but
Also, very quickly, love
Oh,
this month,
no.
bruv. I love this month.
Why is that?
So for anyone who knows me, Lily's chocolates, handmade with love.
good.
Sounds like the year's going well so far, boys.
Absolutely.
Long may it continue.
Other than the controversial stuff that's been going on,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot happening this 22 so far.
Ask me, wait.
Yeah.
And
Boys.
it's only halfway through the month. I can't
Now,
believe
question
it.
is-
16
boys.
days, bruv.
Question is, boys,
Go on.
did any of us have any parties over Christmas this year, though?
Listen, every
Once-
Christmas is a party, yeah? Every Christmas is
Every
a
Christmas
party.
is a
Nah,
party.
but let's be honest now, yeah. If we're going by the current parameters and definitions, even going to work is technically a party these days,
Bro,
isn't it? Like going to the office, going into the office is like a big boy party. What?
Anytime getting out
And
of
they
the
say
house
like
is a
boozy
party.
weekends were pretty much every weekend at the Houses of Parliament.
They said whatever we
Emails
want.
get
Whatever we
sent
wanna
as well.
do, baby,
No,
we're
no,
gonna
they,
do
they
it,
were
bro.
they were sending emails out saying bring your own drink.
Ah, bruv, BYOB. You know.
Cheese and wine only, innit?
That's all you can eat. All you can drink.
Bro, every day you wake up in the morning, starting the day, have a quick refresher of the news. Every day,
Something else,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
Something
I'm
else.
sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I saw every day, every minister, every cabinet office is always
Man,
saying,
man,
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm
man,
sorry.
It
ain't
took him
got
2.5
nothing
weeks
else.
to even get to that point as well.
Because he denied it.
Yeah.
And because he's got too much pride, that's his problem. He thinks
yeah.
that he can, because he's PM, that he can do whatever
Absolutely.
he wants, bro. But
He
you
wasn't
see-
even in the firing line at first, was
Nah.
he? It was the lady on the
Allegra Stratton.
ITV thing.
Yeah.
He was about to do the thing, and that was a year ago.
Yeah.
And then that all came out, and then do you know what spun me?
Tell me.
Go on, talk to me.
Someone released that video of Boris dancing
Oh, with
girl with a
Auntie.
lightsaber.
The lightsaber.
Like, where'd the lightsaber come from? Like,
Auntie doing
it's a
it.
Christmas party you're doing up Star Wars.
That was a
Like,
Christmas
it's
special
spun
deal,
me.
bro. That was
Yeah.
the Christmas special.
She's
I
trying
don't
to
know,
back it up.
yeah.
He's trying to back off.
He's trying to
from
get that
it.
Smith's Toys promotion, didn't it,
Bro.
for next year.
Freemasons pat on the
Bear in
floor.
mind, he's got a missus,
Yeah.
2 things, and he's doing up lightsaber and dancing with Auntie.
And he's got
Oh
numerous
my-
kids.
Must be
Bro.
a conservative thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Labour wouldn't do them.
Nah, but the thing is that people in good positions in society are seeming to catch it a lot recently, innit?
Take
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Man like Novak.
Yeah.
Free the brother.
Oh.
Free the brother.
That's it. Free a wife. Why free him up?
What do you mean, why free him up?
Why?
What? Big Novak got deported.
We've got a bit of a
Yeah,
Nah, but
disagreement.
you know what?
reason.
You know what? There's 2 sides to that story, yeah. Because at the end of the day, like I'm a big believer in freedom of choice, innit? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
with certain governments and certain countries, yeah, them man there don't matter if you're best tennis player in the
Yeah,
world,
yeah,
best
yeah,
baller in the world, best basketball in the world. If there are legislations, if they're saying to you, boom, you've got to be jabbed up. It's like, for example, on the Novak thing, like Kyrie from the Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't play
yeah.
home games because in, I think, New York, and especially in their facilities, they're saying everyone has to be
Within
jabbed.
that state.
Brooklyn,
Within
innit?
that state. So he has to basically just play away games. But so he's deeped that, they've deeped that, and they've made it work. Novak, all right, you're best tennis player in the world, but fam, you got to follow rules, bro.
No,
Exactly.
no, but that being said, yeah, the rules were kind of misrepresented to him, so which
is
made
fair.
him have a misunderstanding of the situation. Hence,
Yeah.
why he's in the pickle he's in today.
Yeah.
But also, like the fact that he was granted entrance initially, and then he was informed, given his situation, that he would be allowed to participate in the Australian Open.
Yeah.
That's happened.
Yeah.
But also, I think it goes deeper. I was reading like 1-2 papers and articles. Yeah.
Political.
Yeah. Come on.
As he is.
No, it always is. It is. It really
As
is.
he is.
No.
Well, more than just pretty faces, isn't it? No, but he. Wait, you may. I need to rethink this one because of your stupidity.
Wait, oh God.
I thought
We
you
back.
were going
No,
there.
no.
I
We
thought
back.
you
We
was gonna say
back.
it's
Go on.
It's cool. It's cool.
The elections in Australia
Yeah.
are the next 6 to 9 months. This is a political statement to basically
Yeah.
show them that look, this government
Yeah.
has some sort
Yeah.
of sovereignty, integrity,
Yeah.
and
Control.
and is,
Power.
and is in control
Yeah.
of this country.
What's going on?
And they made the entire country get a jab, innit? Mandatory
And-
for everyone, innit?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if it's a political thing, if it's a sport thing, if it's like,
you
think
know
about
what-
we want to see someone else win the thing,
Yeah.
innit? You know what I mean?
And for me,
Maybe.
do you know what I mean? I mean, if I was a leader of a country
Yeah.
and I had a chance, you know, let's say it was London 2012 Olympics,
Yeah.
and I was in charge of the country, I'd say nobody else is allowed in
Yeah.
except British people.
Cool.
That
All
way,
right, 3-2. Fucking
You can't lose, mate. You know what I mean?
It's really earning the
We're
money
bringing
for
it
Tommy
home,
Robinson,
son.
isn't it?
Man took that a different route.
Bring it
bro.
home.
Man took
Not
that
on a bow down, but Novak Djokovic is the best tennis player in the world.
Yeah,
Let's not
yeah,
lie.
currently, yeah.
So the Australians are thinking, I don't know who they've got
Nick Kyrgios.
tennis-wise, how good he
What a
is.
guy, bro.
But like, if you take him out the equation, he's got a better chance of winning it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean, you're always going to back your home country. And
Yeah.
if they've got a chance and some sort of regulations go around it and say, do you know what,
Yeah.
you ain't coming in, they've
Nah,
abused
he's
it.
Still,
He knows.
I don't know, man. You see Australia, that country, big them up, but
Yeah.
man, all that shit that's going on, boy.
It's a tough
Novak, it's better for him to just be free and just go home, fam.
Yeah.
Just literally just
You
leave
know,
that
it's
situation.
it's more tough for him because he's trying to beat the record that Nadal and Federer have.
They've got yeah,
20 Grand Slams.
Yeah.
each.
What's the record on that?
20 Grand Slams
20
each.
Grand
20.
Slams.
And
Yeah.
they're all on. That's
Yeah.
all on, isn't it? Yeah.
He's trying to beat that, and obviously, if it weren't coronavirus, he would definitely be beating it. But
Wow.
this
Well,
pandemic
never know.
has just definitely caused a lot of athletes to kind of not show their real colours, but show who they really are when it comes.
No, but it's giving them their own individuality and a voice, and like what Jordan says that they're not just kind of robots, as a lot of us think, saying, oh, they train, eat, sleep, play a match.
Yeah.
train,
It's
eat,
true.
sleep, play a match.
Yeah.
It's true.
He's actually displaying some sort of like
That's what I want to do, bro.
this is what I want to do. I don't want to.
And you got to think, these athletes, they put themselves through a lot
Facts,
to get
bro.
to where they are. Like you were saying about
bro.
Kyrie from the Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar situation happened in Tampa Bay. I was watching the NFL the other week.
Oh, here we go.
There's a player called Antonio Brown.
Oh, that was
Off
mad. Yeah, I
that
remember that. Yeah.
for days. And the managers told him, like, listen, you ain't playing, you got an ankle injury. He was like, no, I'm good. I'm ready to go. Guy's off his nut anyway. Yeah. He's mid-game, after the play, just backed off his top, bare shirt, going to the fans. Yeah.
Gas,
Let's
gas,
go.
gas.
Ran off into the tunnel. He ain't playing no more. He's like,
gas,
yeah,
there
I'm
you go,
sacking it
innit?
off.
Gas.
There you go.
But that's the
I'm
way, bro.
thinking, rah, if you're at that level, is that acceptable to do that?
He does what he wants.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
does what he
Bro,
wants.
Antonio Brown.
People like
No,
that,
that's
they do
what
what
he
they
wants.
want, and you got other people that ain't even getting a chance to play.
That's the thing.
This is the thing, bro. This is the thing. But you see, like, sports and money talks in it at the end of the day. Money talks.
That's the
So
thing, innit?
you just got to bear that in mind. And, like, for me, because I know Show was going to mention as well just about this, but that would raise a lot of concerns for me in terms of just knowing that a situation wasn't patterned. So,
Yeah.
yeah, bruv. But
Good
Show,
point,
let me not
Forrest.
take it from you because
Nah,
you had a
yeah,
little,
yeah,
you had a
that
little
leads us
story for us,
nicely.
brother.
Nicely into the topic of today's podcast, which is red flags.
Flags.
You know, it's a topic that's it's one that holds contention for a lot of us.
Yes.
You know, so obviously it comes from me. I was getting my fresh trim again.
Yeah.
Let me just get.
It's a red
Little
flag.
barbershop
It's a red flag if you
conversation.
don't. That's what I'm
You're starting to move like Jordan.
Come on, you got to be patterned.
Shout out Curie though, Pearly Barbershops.
Hey,
See, we were chatting.
Plug.
Free
No.
promo in that.
And as you-
What we doing?
He doesn't need the promo. You seen that barbershop, mate? That barbershop, 5%. So I'm
He's
in
down the
there
corner, yeah?
in the chair. You know, the barbershop is like therapy for me, innit? Sitting down, obviously talking about the podcast. He's hailing it up. So he's talking to me about one of his mates who he went out for a meal with,
Yeah.
and you know where he's just kind of come to just talk about his experience there.
Yeah.
You know, and he's telling me about how he was with someone who was not really wasn't pleasant to
A woman.
hospitality staff.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he was out with a woman.
No, with one of his mates.
Oh, one of his mates.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
As like a social situation
Okay,
where
cool.
you know it's kind of like him being able to just unwind, relax, but
Yeah, just catching up with an old
Exactly.
friend.
But then
Catching up
having
with
to
friends.
see someone be not so nice to the waiter, he was like red flag. And I was
Fair.
just thinking like that is true,
Yeah,
Ooh,
fair.
was this one of his boys? Did you?
I think somebody
Okay,
he was
yeah.
just catching up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that can happen when you thought you knew someone, but then they display something that can be perceived as, and this is what I think we should discuss next, is what a red flag is, but displaying something that is an indication towards their character
Yes.
or their personality.
100%.
Yes.
Because I think, obviously, when we were discussing it, you know, there's a lot of red flags that some people may have that someone may not agree
It's a
with.
red flag, 100%.
You know?
100%.
And it may be because it's a whole case of, well, that's something that they may do and they don't like to admit it might be a red flag, or it may just be a whole point where it's like, well, it's not really a red flag, it's more of a ick.
Yeah.
I know
fuck
Bilal
that
don't really
word,
like
bro.
that word because
No, that word, yeah.
It-
Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
That word, yeah. That word is a definition
That's
of
irritating.
toxic, innit? I hate anyone who says to me, yeah, oh, that's such an ick. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Honestly.
Bear girl said that to you, innit?
Your vocabulary,
Nah.
improve your vernacular.
Yeah.
Talk to me properly.
Talk to me nice.
Don't be saying, oh, ick. Shut up, bro. Use words. Ick, man. Grow up.
Well, no, but before man go into that one, because that's a very good one.
Yeah.
With the hospitality thing, so like when you're out, for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
if you're out with someone, it could be anyone, like parents, brethren, other half, whoever, and you're out and you're chilling, and the waiter or waitress or whoever is showing you love, respect, and you're there, and someone's talking to them like they're a piece of shit,
Like a second class
essentially.
citizen.
Like
Yeah,
second
yeah.
class,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that's brazy, bro.
Very brazy.
Because it's like
Yeah.
that person's trying to help you. So
And they're
for me-
providing you a service.
Exactly, and that's what they're there to do. So if you're just being like, oh, do you know what? Because I don't know you and you hold no value to man, why should I talk to you like you're of any value?
Yeah.
And that's fucked.
Crazy.
Because I've seen it. Like I've been out, I've been dining, and I've heard people, and like me, like not a nosy you, I'll mind my business. I'll mind my business, innit?
Yeah.
So he says.
I'll mind my I know what's going on, but I'll mind my business, innit? But when I see anyone like chatting to anyone with disrespect, I'm like, bro, are you mad? Like, why are you moving like that?
Like, what
Especially-
gives you that
that
Yeah.
that is right, but also like what gives you that sense of
You're better. than
accolade,
something,
Yeah, bro.
where you have the arrogance to be able to like project it onto someone, being like, oh, like I'm gonna treat you like a essential,
Yeah, bro,
like a
fuck
piece
that.
of shit,
No way.
essentially, which is what it is. But further to what you were saying, it's one of those things where, personally, I think manners are something
Manners are huge.
which are inherent in a person's character.
You know what they say, don't
cost
they?
nothing.
Manners cost nothing. There we go.
Nothing.
It's one of the most used phrases, but it's got so much meaning and value to it
100%.
that ironically it's lost its value, if you know what I mean.
yeah.
Even when I'm out sometimes, you know what I mean, and someone, let's say they bring over a drink or something, and everyone's chatting, so you're not really engaging. It's not like you're being rude.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm conscious of like, oh, no one said thank you. Let me,
Yeah,
no, thank you so much.
yeah,
Like, appreciate
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Just to cover that.
No, but that shows that you've been
fact is-
raised
You know
well.
what I mean? They're
Yeah.
doing.
Like come from a good home that
Yeah, but that's it.
that you
You
appreciate
gotta do
these
that.
little
It's
things,
just-
innit? You know what I
don't
mean?
I
cost
think
nothing to
even
do.
people who snap their fingers like
Oh, that's
Bruv,
a whole
nah, I'd
different
go mad.
story.
I think
I would
talking-
actually go mad.
No.
I would actually go mad. If I saw that,
This
I
is a
would go
different
mad.
level of class, though.
Yeah, I'd go mad.
No, you're talking.
I'd go
with upper
mad.
class,
Yeah.
big spenders.
Yeah,
because I had it before.
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Wait,
I
what
had
do you
it.
mean?
I
What
had
do you
it.
mean you've
So
had
obviously
it
when I
before?
was a youth, not like child, but like 16,
Oh, yeah.
17, dad owned a restaurant at the time.
Yeah.
So obviously weekend.
Oh yeah, because you used to. Yeah.
So I used to have to work. I used to work at the bar and stuff, and
Hey, like, that was my local.
still there, still strong. Shout out you, John.
Everyone's getting a plug today, innit?
Fucking hell, what you man been
Charging.
drinking, bro? Everyone's gonna
But-
plug away from.
So I'm taking it back now to like, oh, this was shit 10 years ago now. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
yeah.
And I'm working at the bar, and suddenly these like just group of like just middle class like white family comes in. They're a little bit like tipsy from like the wine and stuff, and they're just sitting down on the table. You could immediately tell like it was gonna be a long night.
Look at the way he's rubbing his head.
Oh,
The way
That's
he's
deep, that's
scratching.
deep.
You know
That
them
is
ones
deep.
there.
yeah,
them ones
and it
there.
was just like a whole lot of just like, excuse me, can somebody take our order, please? And like, bear in mind, this is like, like 2012. The restaurant was still doing good. And,
Yeah.
it was fairly packed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you can't expect to come in and be expected to be served as quick as possible because this ain't a fucking.
If them customers are watching, do
Yeah.
better next time.
do better. This ain't a bloody.
Bloody hell,
McDonald's.
mum, I told you not to do that.
I'm sorry because it's like my auntie. Man. But it was just like for me that I knew from that moment there that they were just going to be trouble, throughout the whole evening, and they were. they were so much trouble.
Yeah.
That goes to the next bit is what did they leave for a tip?
The tip.
Did they tip?
Did they
bro,
tip?
No way.
There was still
I know
issues.
they were there all evening and they still didn't leave a tip.
No, they
They
spent.
swear.
They. This is the worst part.
Wait.
It got to a point of contention where they started to bring up things like, "Oh, the rice came and it wasn't hot enough."
Oh.
No worries. Let me stick it in a microwave for you. Love.
No, because it was like you could see that when food was being given to them, they just wouldn't eat. They were just like still talking, yammering away.
But is that because they
whatever.
were waived?
Yeah.
Or because
That could be a point.
By that
like-
point, they were,
Laying
and it was at the point where they were still walking. And this is in our restaurant. It wasn't like a massive restaurant. Like a bar. We had a bar, yes, but it wasn't like a bar where you walked up to.
yeah.
It was like it was.
It was next to like the
Yeah.
service hatch.
Would you order with like the waiters and
Exactly.
everything?
Yeah. So you ordered
Tell
the
I've been there
waiter. Yeah, he's been there. He knows. But it was just like
Gets
a
about,
whole.
bruv. Yeah.
And it's like if you're standing at the bar, you're just causing an inconvenience to the whole
Everyone.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when
True.
you cause issues like that, it just fucks up the whole thing. For
And
everyone.
subconsciously puts pressure on like the people like who are
yeah.
serving the food and the people who are actually like hosting. Because if someone's just standing there, you're just like, what are you doing? kind of thing. Like, if you know what I mean.
It's not like you're not going round like trying to make sure everybody's okay. Like, how's your food? What you
Yeah,
doing?
just checking in.
And a
It's
good
delicate
question I
check.
have actually is like being the waiter there. Let's say we talked about clicking fingers,
Yeah.
but I know a lot of people would like say just raise their hand or
That's
something
fine.
like.
Yeah.
In terms of that, what's the worst thing that's happened to you?
Damn.
Oh, that's a good question.
Welcome to the life stories of
Isn't
Fred.
it? Right.
I'm curious,
It's gone from
like-
LJ.
Yeah.
Whether it be
No,
like
no, I like it.
dickheads not saying I'm not paying.
Did that ever happen actually?
Charge or-
Like,
Not
like,
anything.
like, sorry to interrupt it, but did anyone actually like after you've served an entire meal, yeah, like starters, mains, drinks, desserts, whatever someone ordered, yeah, and they're like, no, we're not paying.
Mental.
Well, that's a good question.
Because that again is a very big red flag.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't want to pay a service charge because you didn't think that the service was appropriate,
Oh, yeah.
which again is quite, it's another red flag. Slightly.
That's another question.
But
Yeah.
I got a story for that.
what are you doing in that situation?
So where someone's contending to pay, or they're bringing up a contention.
Wait. Is this the whole meal?
Yeah,
think-
like
yeah,
let's
for
just
the
say
whole meal?
Let's
Yeah.
just say like
Well,
like
or-
for ease of like. As opposed to like going into each individual, like, okay, you don't want starters, but you want to pay for the main.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like for the whole meal, yeah. Did that happen?
I'm
that's just
fortunate
bloody
to
rude.
say that I've never had that experience personally, but my dad has, because he's been in the game from,
Poor guy.
you know, he came over here in the 70s, and as soon as he was 14, he was straight working the restaurant because
working,
to
yeah.
support his
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
You know, he'd been working from 14 to maybe up to the age of like 40. So it's 26 years in the industry.
Yeah.
He's had ones where they refused to pay, and they started to threaten the staff, refused to pay, and they started smashing plates because they didn't want to pay.
No, that's an arms house.
Yeah.
That's an arms house.
What happens
I'm
if you
whipping
don't
off my whatever I got straight arms house, bro.
If you don't
Running
pay,
in the kitchen.
Because you notice there's that myth in it. It's like if you don't pay.
Wash
My
plates.
mum used to do it when I was younger. It's like, oh, we ain't got the money. Have you got money? Well, I'm like 10. I'm like, what do you mean I ain't paying? She's like, you're gonna have to wash the dishes. Then.
Yeah.
I'm sure. We would've
You're
had
the
that
ones that were
done.
misbehaved when you.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like you're not careful. We're
I'll
gonna
tell
make
you this
wash-
scenario, that
Right.
wash dishes stuff,
Yeah.
that only happens in the high-end places.
Yeah, no, that
High-end
makes sense.
places. Any
What?
small-
That actually happens?
Yeah.
I thought that was made up.
That was a
if you
joke.
did
That was made up.
If you did that at the Ritz or something, or at the Savoy, yeah, they're making you wash.
No,
dishes.
they
They'll
could
They're
never.
calling police and you're leaving.
never.
Oh yeah,
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 yeah.
Police. If they wanted to let you go off nice,
I'll hold it down for 10 hours in the cell.
but for the smaller businesses, bro, sometimes
Well, rogue Tom.
they just kick you out and they just
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that's it, you're barred.
Yeah,
Take a picture and they say you're
True,
never coming in.
true, true.
And that's the thing. If you lose out on like a 50, 60 pound bill,
Yeah.
that's just like time wasted. You could have been feeding like 3-4 other customers in that space.
True.
And even in all that, like in situations where you've been working, like them people who came in, they still didn't tip. Aye, nah.
It's ridiculous.
That's mental. Listen, on the topic of fucking going out
Yeah.
and service charge and that, I remember for my birthday. You might remember. You might remember that.
We remember.
Well, broadleaf.
I remember that. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
This is a good
bro,
one, viewers.
We do remember.
I know you definitely remember that. I know you definitely remember that. But even being there, because like for me, like quite generally speaking, I'm quite selfless. I don't mind if we got to like split the bill however many ways.
Yeah,
like when we all went out, like we've been out as boys, and like we just split it down the middle. It's just easier, isn't it? And it's just convenient, bro. You
Until someone gets like this plate that comes out bare sizzling, you're thinking,
yeah, him.
oh,
Yeah, him.
£20, yeah.
Look at me when you say these things. Look at me.
Nah, I didn't want to make you out.
Everyone wanted average price dishes and the sizzling hot plate.
I didn't want to say it, him. But
Look at him laughing.
he don't. But no, so for my birthday, when everyone like pulled up, we came through, had a good night.
30 man,
obviously.
40 man strong.
Yeah, bro, it was a good night, yeah. And obviously I was getting burst, and rightly so, it's my birthday. You have to turn up. You have to turn up. But we're in there, everyone's ordering their thing, doing whatever. And this was I wouldn't say a red flag, but this was just for me. As I was sobering up, I was realising that people were kind of getting a bit looser and no one was really keeping track of what was going on, innit? Because no one really cares. If it's not your birthday, you're like, bro, I'm just here to turn up.
And if I remember correctly, was it bottomless?
It was bottomless. So this is the thing.
Prosecco's,
This is the thing. Bottomless.
They were coming quick.
And they were coming quick, like rapid. It was like a conveyor belt, bro. So obviously the night was going on, everyone was vibing, and it's always like you see it in movies, you see it anywhere. Always that thing when the bill comes through, it's like it's happening in slow motion. Bro. It's literally like it's happening in slow motion.
Like I've been here before you.
Yeah, bro. And like
it?
it was coming through, and then obviously the bill came. So the bill comes, I'm looking at it, I can't even see, bro. It just looks like squiggly lines to me. So I'm trying to read this thing.
It's a lot of numbers.
Bro, bare numbers. You see me in numbers, we ain't brethren. So I'm looking at this thing, yeah.
You shouted me.
And then obviously Lily's chocolate's handmade. Come on. She obviously takes the bill and she's like, yeah, all right, cool, I'll sort it out. So I'm like, cool, whatever. So then the red flag came because people were like, oh yeah, cool, I'm only paying for what I paid for. So I'm like,
That's what I ate.
You're trying
here
to
we
fuck
go.
up the
Right, here we go. But to be fair,
wasn't it as well? We had like pre-ordered.
yes,
the thing.
Yes. So
Everyone
pre-ordered.
knew what we wanted to eat.
Stuff,
Everyone
yeah.
knew what they wanted to eat.
wanted to-
So here's the
Crazy
thing.
business.
Exactly. So everyone knew what they wanted to eat. So obviously it was coming through, like the bill would come, and then this person's paying, that person's paying, and then I'm not really mad. I'm minding my own business. I'm burst. I don't care. All I hear is, nah, this person ain't paid, and they've run off, and they've tried to make out as if they've paid. So I'm like, I'm too drunk for this, bro. I don't even know what to say or what to do. And then the missus is like, nah, tell them come back. They're paying that. I'm like, it's a score, chill. And I'm like, all accumulating up now. It's all adding up. And then Billy goes, nah, bruv, like the way it goes, Billy, they're still like, what was it? How much to pay? Like 60, 80 pounds. 80 pounds to pay.
Oh, and it was one person.
80 pounds. No, there must have been like more people
Yeah.
that hadn't paid.
Because I'm pretty sure it was like
But they
30,
would-
40.
Listen,
But then like man, them were doing like styles. Like, but like I only ordered like just the pizza. Like, I only
Bro,
ordered just,
do you
like,
get
the
what I'm
wings,
saying?
Like, I only ordered just the.
You only order one.
Well, how
thing
many
at the set
peach
menu.
bellinis are by your chair,
do
bro?
you get what I'm saying? Like empty glasses
I've
and that.
seen Ella.
But I'm sobering up because I'm trying to like think. I'm like, nah, this is mad. And then big up Billy. Billy come through and was like, nah, do you know what? Because obviously Lil was there and she was like, bruv, like, this is crazy. Like, nah, people need to come back. And you see when she starts doing gun fingers, yeah.
That's when you know it's
curtains, innit?
that's
It's curtains.
I've known it long enough. I was like, nah, it's
Gun
logging in.
fingers. Yeah, it's curtains. So that's I'm just like, yeah, cool, whatever. I'm burst. I don't want anything to do with this one. So yeah, and then cut a long story short, I think we figured out that obviously people hadn't paid, and then Big Up really stepped in and man just paid it. But the red flag,
you, my bro.
come on, man. But the red flag for me was
Money
like,
man,
at the end of the day,
Amex Billy.
So,
Like-
yeah, red flag.
you-
Put it on the Amex, baby.
I big him up. Pick him up.
He knows who he is.
Never need to say his name up. Pick him up.
He went there, but he would have put it on the Amex.
He would have come through. He would have been like, Bilal, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Catch my extra air miles
Don't
for you.
worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. But the red flag for me in all of that was just the fact that you knew what you were stepping into and you're just being a stingy bastard.
It's shameless.
Stingy, but I'm not trying to draw no one out. But at the same time, just pay.
Yeah.
And if
You
it
know
is
you
that
ain't
there was a
paid,
mad
it's
thing and there's something went wrong, it's cool. These things happen. Obviously, it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Over it.
Yeah, bro.
But just that whole situation when you go out,
It's just something to reflect upon, innit?
when you go out of people, like for me, unless someone's moving crazy, split the bill, man.
Yeah.
You know what's even
100%.
mad about that as
Split
well?
the bill, bro.
For me, yeah, when it comes to those situations of like splitting bill, I'm always being a case of like just split it. It's easier. There's no point in doing this whole tally up. If I did this, that. But I always find, and it's always like I don't know if this is just me like being paranoid or if it's just a case of like I've actually managed to spot a pattern where the people who will do like I ordered the pasta and the salad and the this and my order should be like 17 whatever.
Yeah.
The
It's
man
because
ordered
people
the
weren't
£50
drip.
mistake.
Yeah.
It's always the people wearing a fucking like a puffer jacket.
That's
like,
why they can't afford it, innit?
yeah.
And that in itself is
Another
a red flag. People who show out, like, come Gucci'd up, whatever up, but you see when it comes to running up money with the guys or anyone else who you're with, and you're wearing these expensive clothes, and you want to move like you can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Allow it.
So I mean, I guess that's another red flag. Isn't it?
But before we get into that one, I just want to know if anyone's actually, any of us here have maybe done a little something, a little bit dishonest when you've gone to pay a bill or gone out for a meal. Bare time.
Bare.
I can't lie, happened to me once. I'm probably the most honest guy going, yeah. I don't even want to moan. You're laughing, but like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't do it myself, right? So, in Wagamama's now, yeah, my ex. So anyway, food comes, bare cold. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've ever had Wagamama's, you know. So I'm expecting big things, katsu curry, whatever. Everyone's been large.
Basic.
I'm sitting there now, I'm thinking, this is dead, bruv. Like, it's taken bare long to come out. My drink's like some Japanese gin thing. It was shit. Bare like little flowery flakes in it. I was like, I didn't order this.
Yeah.
Anyway, not a good experience, but I'm thinking, she's like, oh, should we complain? I was like, fuck that. It's not even that deep. Like, it's not expensive, whatever. Not a big deal. Anyway, food comes. That flops as well. I was like, I'm actually disappointed in this one, you know.
Yeah, them ones
I hit a spot. I was thinking, I was actually excited for this.
Yeah.
So anyway, larged them up. This weren't a red flag because it was more like a ride or die moment. She was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got this. She turns around, pulls out one little hair, dashes it on the food.
Oh no!
Like, we got this free, don't worry. I was like,
pulled hair out
say no more.
I'm screaming.
You know what? I would never think to do that ever. But on that one, I was like, you know what? This is actually deserved because service has been shit.
Imagine that, just a quick.
So,
when you were doing that, for you having a seizure,
I was thinking like, you know that you've done that a few times before. Like it was that experience.
Yeah. That's a vet,
bro. You know what? The thought of that has never even crossed my mind.
That's a real vet.
But yeah, that's the only time I think I've ever gone out for a bill or something.
Yeah.
And just thought, you know what? I ain't paying for this shit.
No, do you know what it is?
That's actually dead.
I ain't someone like who takes the piss like that, innit? But like, I want to say like I like to complain here, but like if something,
nah, he is. You know, he is. You can see that smile. You know,
if something's just like not as expected, obviously in a polite way, with like good mannerisms, or whatever.
Yes.
I would say, for example, like the plate came, but the chicken was cold.
Yeah, I would send stuff back.
And then I'll put the impetus back on the staff.
Yeah.
If they then out of like gratuity essentially want to be like, oh, okay, we understand that, we'll knock off a $5 off the bill,
minor,
well, like 10% off the bill, innit?
It was looking like my meal was £25.
No, but
why are you just buying the chicken?
No, but you know what I mean, innit? It's like
the
sign was cold, or just sign just wasn't to taste, innit?
Right.
But I think it's when people take it like next level, and maybe, I don't know, like there was only just like one bit of lettuce in the burger, for example.
Oh, fuck.
They're like, oh my days, half my burger was missing, you know, like what is going on? Like,
He's
bruv,
coming
like, what's this nonsense, bruv? Get out of here. Like,
That's that kid at Hood moment.
Bro,
I was like, blood.
Brother,
Onions. What's my onions?
That's literally what I was thinking about the back of my head, but I couldn't remember if it was onions or lettuce. I was literally thinking it was onions or lettuce.
Oh, bro.
Nah, I hear that though. Like,
But no, go on.
no, you go.
I was gonna say, on the topic of that as well, because I was actually just thinking, for me, obviously, like going out with, if you're, let's say you're dating or you're with someone and you go out, or you're dating, right? Let me ask you this, boys,
Yeah.
If you're getting to know someone, obviously, are we all in agreement that if you go on a date, and if you don't, fair enough, but you go on a date, first date, you'll pay
As a guy,
yeah.
if you've asked them out, it's the least you can do.
Not even if you ask them. I think that there is like, it's kind of, well, I think it's quite a cultural stigma because, like, for example, like there are certain cultures where it's implied, whereby it's not even a question for debate. But however, now we're moving more into like this 21st century kind of
mindset,
revolution mindset, call it whatever you like. There is now a lot more shared obligations, and that goes with paying.
This is what I was gonna say. So if you're going out with someone or like getting to know someone, like 9 times out of 10, all of us here can agree we'd probably pay on the first date. We'd
Yeah,
definitely
and
pay
first
on the
date.
First date you pay, yeah. But this for me, if I was getting to know someone, obviously, fortunately, don't need to get to know them, I'm fine. But
Those chocolates.
come on. But it's like when we go out, like now, like there's times where I'll say, it's cool, babe, like I've got it. Or she will offer and be like, I'll give you half. Controversial one, you may not agree, but for me, if I was getting to know a girl, and we've been out a few times, and we was kind of moving in a direction where it was exclusive or getting there, and she ain't like offering, not even, I'm not letting her pay. Like if we go halves, we go halves, isn't it? But if there's no offer to break bread evenly, that's a red flag for me.
Nah, I'll tell you about something.
That's a red flag.
I'll tell you something. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
One of my good brethrens, I used to live with him, innit? Big him up. He used to work in a restaurant, like Rum Kitchen.
Okay.
And
This is what I think it is.
huh?
This is what I think.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
We all know.
you know.
Just trying to paint a picture.
and like obviously Rum Kitchen's it's quite notorious for being like a date spot, that kind of vibe. He's now working there, and he's clocked that these two are on a date, and he's now obviously like serving them the starters, drinks, mains, dessert, etc.
Yeah.
The bill comes, and he was getting vibes that like the girl wasn't really on it
Oh, I went
for him,
Yeah.
but she was just essentially playing the game.
Mental.
Using him for free food, basically.
Yeah, mental.
Yeah, just like seeing him as like a 20 quid gift voucher to Rum Kitchen.
You
You know what? That's
Food bank.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
let you- I'll let you land,
wait.
She was pouncing off him.
Let me land it.
Yeah, she was pouncing off him.
He's a very like blasé kind of guy, because if he sees something, he'll just be like, you know what, like the hell with it, innit? Like I'm just gonna do a mad thing, innit? He takes a receipt. They see the bill. Obviously, my man, big him up. I don't know who he is, but he did the right thing. He was like, look, I'll pay. And she's like, no. Shuffling through her bag, being like, okay, brings out the card. Simultaneously, while the Don is like, no, I'll pay. My man gets her card and beeps it.
you shout out.
Damn.
He was like, and he was like, whoop, beep.
he was doing card roulette with the customers.
Her face
Right there.
dropped. Yeah. Her face dropped. I was like, oh, is it too late? And he, like, is it okay if we just? And he was like, well, I'm sorry, it's gone through. You need to go through management. And he was chatting shit. Just for her to be like, look, don't be playing with the mandem like that, you know.
Hold it down.
That's
Nah, he held
like-
it down.
Like
Held it down.
he backed the mandem.
Yeah, that's a real
Because there really is,
That's a real lesson.
there really is people out there. But do you know what? That is mad in my head. That there's people out there who just go on a date for free food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that
it's
deep?
a thing, though. It's a thing.
Is it really that deep?
Yeah,
You
people
go
do
on
that.
a date just for free food.
No, but the
That's
thing is,
crazy.
yeah.
Fair enough. If you get out there and then halfway through you're like, actually, no, I'm not feeling it. But there's got to be surely like a initial attraction at first.
No.
You know what it is? I think there are just some guys and girls who are susceptible to falling prey to their own sort of natural animalistic instincts. You know?
Natural animalistic
But hey, we
instinct.
all need to eat.
Exactly.
More ways than one.
But is there are some times when where guys will fall prey to the fact that they just want to feel like a connection with someone, and so they're gonna the natural thing for them is to take someone on a date, take them to a restaurant, blah blah blah. And then there are women and guys, to be fair, it can happen on
both ways, yeah.
where they can hone in on that sort of offer. And they can try and play the game. They'll then, and like Bilal said in his story, that they'll try and do the whole play of, oh, let me get the card out, because they want to look like the good person.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that, man. That's what I'm saying. It's
But-
better to just be like, for me. That's why it's a
Be
red flag, because
transparent.
it shows character. It shows what
Yeah.
you're really about. Like
You
for
know?
me, if like people might agree and be like, nah, like you say, culturally a man should always pay, etc. I think if you are like, you don't need to be equals, but as long as there's like an intuition to be like, oh yeah, I can cover this. Or if you go out for lunch or go out for like dinner, but then you go for drinks, it is fine to suggest to pay, and you go, all right, if that's okay.
And that's a
we'll
mutual
cover it. It's a
respect.
mutual thing.
Yeah.
It's a mutual
Yeah.
respect thing.
Mutual
like,
thing. That's how it should be, in my opinion. That's
Even though, like, in your situation with your friend, the girl knew she didn't want to pay.
facts.
that's the thing, bro.
But
Factual.
at least she had the respect to offer
Yeah.
to pay.
No, but I
That was
don't.
the way she was
I don't
living.
think she
No,
had
but
But
I
like,
think she did. I think
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I
no,
think
but this
she-
is it. This is why it's a
Show
bit of a
off.
blurred line there, because she didn't want to pay, clearly, because of the situation that happened after.
Yeah.
And she was like,
Yeah.
but
She asked, how
She
did I
still
get this
offered.
refunded?
So that's the thing. Is it
She
a red
asked how to get
flag?
refunded.
She asked, I said this, like, she
Well,
asked,
yeah.
like, wait, is it too late to actually split it?
But was
Or,
she
like,
offering?
shameful,
Right,
bro.
cool. So is it a red
Shameful.
flag if she offers to pay half,
No.
or if it is it a red flag if she just?
Do you know what?
doesn't
I don't
offer
think
to pay?
if there is an offer at all, if she
Because
says
she was
half,
clearly,
that's
she
cool.
might. That's what it
No, no,
sounds
no.
like. She was offering to pay half.
Oh, she wasn't.
Nah, bro.
No, she said refund. That's got to be
So
half.
wait, so she brought
No,
her card out because she wanted it to pretend.
No, she wanted to
pay.
show face and be like, nah, don't
Pretend
watch
to
that.
pay.
Yeah. But then after,
it's gotta be a half.
after my man had explicitly said, don't worry, and she was like, oh no, it's fine. And then she's like, okay, thank you. And then afterwards, with the anticipation that he will pay, she before he'd even paid, she was like, oh, thank you. And then he was like, beep.
Yeah. But this is the thing. That's why I'm like, you need to understand that it has to be done in a certain way. Like, you can't just be like ruffling through your things and be like, oh no, I've got it.
Yeah.
Like, you either take control of the situation and say, no, honestly, like, I've got it.
Yeah.
Or you both agree, okay, I'll get this, and then if it's okay.
But that
get
goes back to the age-old cliche or the age-old adage that Tom was saying. Man, it's cost nothing. Literally, man, it's cost nothing.
Communication, bro.
That's it.
There you go.
Did she pay service charge? I'm just curious.
Fucking guy, bro. Get my service charge.
Episode 12, I'll let you know in there. Episode 12, I'll
Tune
let you
in.
know innit? Tune in.
Here's another red flag I've got. And it's not
Go on.
about like dating or anything. It's just about people specifically.
Go on,
I've got two actually.
go on.
Here we go.
Right. So look, we're all mid-20s, yeah. We're young bachelors, well, not
Young men.
bachelors, but you know, yeah, young men.
Young bachelor.
Call himself a
Hey,
bachelor.
young bachelor. Hey.
Whoa,
See that shit? No,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get in trouble for that. No, no.
Young bachelor, sure do you. though.
Mid-20 guys, you know, we're mature adults. But if you meet someone and they start telling you, oh yeah, that plan's sick, yeah, link me on Snapchat. Send me that message on Snapchat.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
wait, how old is the other person? Wait,
Same age.
we're
We're
both
same age.
we're both same
We're
age.
both 26, 27, 25 maybe.
No, no.
I don't know what to say there. Like, that's a bit. That's just a bit
There's
like.
only a year's difference between us all. Like, you know
Probably
what?
just a few months.
But even then, like, for me personally, I feel like any grown adult who's using Snapchat past the age of 21, they check the hard drive.
When was the last
Check the
time
hard drive.
you used Snapchat?
Wow.
What, like, as in to like post something?
Just any time you use Snapchat.
Interesting.
Probably like 6 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
speaking, I use it
No, the
this
thing
morning.
is,
Tom's
to
speaking,
an
I use it this
extent, I
morning,
would
innit?
I would probably agree with him. Like, if I was talking to a girl and she said, "Take my snap,"
Yeah.
and I went on there
That's a mad thing.
and I see the score at like
100,000.
300k, I'm
Hey,
like, what?
hey,
Do you know what the cherry on top of that red flag?
Hey,
You know
Tom,
what? I'm out.
You know what you see
I'm done.
next?
I'm done.
after the added things, you know what you see next?
Cheeks, bro.
Nah,
I'm expecting something.
You'll
I'm not
get
gonna
that
like
link.
300k.
You'll get that link tree sent through to you still. You'll get that link tree sent through to you still.
Now, what would be
It's not
worse
good.
is if you got her snap and you were like, fuck sakes, I got a snap. And then she started sending you messages saying streaks.
Oh god.
Hey, you know what?
Happy
Hey,
to
man,
see
them.
how you're
This
doing
is-
streaks.
Boys,
Maybe we're just getting older, boys. This
boys,
is like
I'm
a
old.
young
Explain to me,
mentality,
before, and I'm sure there's viewers who are gonna be thinking the same thing. What
Oh,
is a
streak.
streak?
I think a streak is basically like on Snapchat where you literally just continuously talk to someone every
I'll tell you
day.
this-
Oh wait, what do you
Sorry,
get out of it? What's
This
the
is-
thing?
So this was the funny story. So when I was training for my current job in the boot camp, there was a grad who was with me. I'm not gonna say any names. He's a cool guy and all, bless him
Yeah,
up.
yeah, bless him.
But still uses Snapchat, and so I thought, right, this Don's, I don't know what he's doing, but he's playing some different game. I see him just like take a picture of his foot. I'm like, okay.
What, barefoot, no
No,
sock?
no, shoe everything.
Oh, about
Oh, I was
weird.
gonna say,
Yeah, I was about to say that's
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Of his shoe.
Yeah, toes out.
wearing.
Yeah, weird.
And he just types streaks, and then he sends it to one of his mates, and I was like, yo, brother, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, I'm just doing my streaks. And I was like, huh?
Nah, that's
Because I was out of the game.
He's probably thinking, why are you watching man for, bro? He was like, why are you watching?
He's
me?
telling me now, like, oh yeah, we just basically do this so that we keep our streak going.
What is that, bro?
Basically,
no one
it's like
answered.
if you know, like a tennis serve,
Continuous
keep on
messaging,
going,
bro. It's like a
continue.
rally.
You
No,
get
but
that
like-
chain.
All you get is a
The
number,
between you
of
grows.
days, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but
was
what
it
does
like
that-
a little fire emoji
Yeah.
next to it?
Yeah.
And that's
I
what
don't
I'm
use it,
saying.
yeah.
Is that it?
Bro, that's all it is.
This
bro.
is why I'm saying.
There's no like monetary
When
gain
you-
from a streak.
When no,
bro,
when you go on
Snapchat, man.
Snapchat,
Bro,
bro,
you never
it's just
know, innit?
pictures. It's too
Social
pixelated,
media, I'm an
too-
old man.
Everything's like emojis here, fire, this star, blah blah blah.
swear.
Listen,
bed.
I think the key thing here is when Snapchat came out, we all knew what Snapchat was made for. And we still know what Snapchat is made for.
100%.
Was made for.
No, it is made for.
Well,
That's
now-
why I can't lie. If Ting said, "Here's my snap,"
Yeah.
you know what you're getting.
But that's the
Not bad.
weird thing,
You
man.
know
Like,
where it's going.
nowadays they don't hold the same connotation. These
Nah.
kids that use Snapchat nowadays,
They're looking for a fire emoji.
they don't remember what we had. They don't remember the best friends.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't remember.
Oi, best
Yeah.
friends. Oi,
I mean,
my
that's all I have to
gosh.
say.
This
Best
guy.
friends.
My
That's when you're
gosh,
chatting to one thing, and you know what I mean. You're at the top of the best friend list. Next thing you know, 3 other dons pop up.
Ah, gosh.
Excuse me.
Is it?
Oh, you're
You
like
tell
that.
your friend
Okay.
about the team you
That must be tough for
fancy.
you.
Next day you see
Not
their
me.
name on their best friends.
No, sir.
Yeah, better yet is seeing
Not
other
me.
people's best friends.
Not me.
Come to your boy like, oh, swear that you're chatting to. Okay.
Seeing Bilal on like 4 girls' best
Me,
friends.
nah.
list.
Oh, it's more than that.
Discuss.
Let's not forget. Ping, 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 ping.
Very well remembered.
You better
Very
make me
well
blush.
remembered. but,
Bandit.
but that also as well, going back to what you said, Bill, that comes back to language as well. Because even on Snapchat, I remember, like when I briefly had it, because I got rid of it like quick, but just like the way people talk,
Yeah.
boys, girls, whatever, and just language, nah. Absolutely not,
it's
and
mad.
that's the thing. Like, even if you take it outside of the apps and whatever, like just the language and certain things
Yeah.
people say, like ick,
Yeah.
like what
Don't get me started again.
bro. And it's like when they say things like, because I see something on Insta, and it's like when people say things like, oh, I don't know, like this, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
This
Big one.
yeah,
That Chunks
what,
video.
yeah, bro.
I
And I'm
saw
just
that.
like, and
It's giving.
yeah, like, and
No,
it's
that's
giving,
Chunks, Harry
yeah.
Pinero and Young Philly
Bruv,
video,
like,
innit?
it's true. Like for me, why are you talking like that?
Yeah, I know.
What are you talking like?
Just
that?
speak in
terrible.
sentences. Don't be speaking in riddles. Essentially, like
That for me,
I think
quite
it's a young
frankly,
thing.
that and
Gen
that
Zs.
might be the biggest, well, not biggest, but one of the biggest red flags. If I hear you say something to me like, oh, like even if I'm, for example, if I'm wearing something or if I do something and you're like, oh yeah, that's giving, I'd be like,
Yeah.
giving what?
what does that mean?
Giving what?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I
what are
like
you
his
talking-
shoes. It's giving sportsman. I'm like,
Nah.
what?
It's
Just
what?
tell me I look.
I've
That
never-
doesn't even sound like English to me.
You know,
It really
Like,
does.
I'm asking for subtitles.
you know them ones there. That's
Big
I mean-
one, big one. And
like,
the thing is,
use Urban Dictionary to translate it.
well, not even
Nothing.
Urban Dictionary can help you. But the thing is, when I feel like for that is a red flag to someone's maturity
Yes.
or immaturity. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's just showing me that you're not able to be grown up enough to, and maybe again Gen Z thing. But then
Yeah.
Gen Zs now are fucking turning 21.
Yeah.
So-
It's only 5-6 years. behind us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a whole point of like if you're
crazy.
21 years old and you're still acting like this, like
Yeah.
you're 16.
But this is the thing, though.
Like-
To them, it might just be normalized. But I just think, for me, I just can't. I cannot understand it. Innit? Like I understand, like for us, like when we grew up and that, like slang and whatever, and obviously we still use slang, but slang is kind
Remember,
of.
slang was incorporated into the everyday vernacular, though.
But this is
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
like just exclusively like.
But to us, though, like we're sitting here saying, "Oh yeah, like we can't vibe with that." But to them, that's probably normal to them.
Yeah,
That's probably
Yeah.
normal to them. But for me, I don't give a Ross. Like for
Yeah.
me, massive red flag. If I hear like any of that, I'm like, nah, bro. Like I just take the piss out of you. Because
Yeah.
For me, like don't.
it's
do
like,
that.
bro, like on the train home from work sometimes, yeah. Like, I'll just be sitting on the train, just minding my own business, just doing what I do, just have a couple like headphones in, just watching. And
Doing what I do. Come on.
that's how we keep it, bro. Nah, but like once in a while, yeah, like especially if like people next to me are having like a loud conversation, yeah. Once in a while, I'd like take out a headphone, like just for a bit, yeah, like just out of curiosity, just being like, bro,
That's
like,
coming like COD 4 with the eavesdrop perk.
what's going on? Why are these guys talking so loudly? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's like 6 p.m. Like, I'll go home in at 6
Guys
p.m.
making himself sound old, you know.
Nah, what do you mean? Like, going into the office, like, the first thing you want to do is just, like, cut.
Yeah.
Anyway, point being, yeah, I was just like, I listened for literally just like 30 seconds to a minute. And I was like, I did not even hardly understood a word of what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking, wow, like, similar to what you said, like, there's no essentially like normal words anymore, whereby it's become so, like, the essence of like language has become so like diluted with slang, yeah. It makes you think like what Show said, wait, this Gen Z language thing, yeah, it is
Different.
absolutely crazy.
Different. Very, very
And
different.
it makes you think like, is this a different language?
Yeah,
Like, is this actually a different language? Like,
It's just where things are going, bro. It's as simple as
it's
that.
a Snapchat, Instagram, social media generation.
Be curious to find out whether they think it's a red flag if we don't talk like that.
Probably.
They probably do, you know.
Probably.
I mean, they're
They probably would.
fucking old fart.
I feel like
They're like,
Gen Z
"You think
probably
we're still
would
in our
be
youth?"
like, oh yeah, if they speak like a normal person, that's a red flag because they're no fun.
I've got a
It's like-
story for you, man, off camera about that, innit? You know what?
Yeah.
Exclusive, not for the
Fuck it, cut this now.
Oh man, I'll tell you something else I can't vibe with. As
Go on.
soon as if somebody says to me anything related to horoscopes,
Oh,
blaming their problems and attitudes to fucking Mercury being out of retrograde or some shit, or like
know
what that
Oh
is,
my
clearly.
days.
No,
It's influenced by what they read in the morning.
yeah.
So it's gonna say you're gonna have a bad day today. The sun's not in the right place.
Bro, I couldn't
Someone's
believe
gonna piss you off. They're like, yeah, what?
I couldn't believe
Go
this.
on, Jordan.
Big up Mr. Amex himself because he was there and you was there.
Damn it.
We went to the Bull. It's his new favourite place. The Bull in Streatham.
Leave it out.
The Bull in Streatham. Went there, yeah. So, like, obviously, we see our guy was out. And I was like, bro, what, you in my area again? And he was like, oh, bro, just come out. I was like, all right, cool, say no more, come out. You know me, sociable guy. Does it take much to get me out? Absolutely not. So I'm out now. And then I
Bloody
go.
bandit.
Yeah, bro, I live the life. So we go out, we're there. We're chatting, obviously, our boy's there. He's there with his brethren, male and female, whatever. And everyone's just chatting.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone's just
Okay,
chatting,
okay.
and we're all talking, and there was a girl there that I obviously knew and met from like another point. And I was like, oh, what's going on? Cool. And it was new people. So then we're chilling, everyone's talking, and they're like, oh yeah, like you'd think that you've been friends with us for like ages, like you're really cool.
Yeah.
like it was lovely to get to know you. And just randomly, they were like, what star sign are you?
They were like, oh, like there must be something in it.
Yeah, bro.
No, they were like,
something in
me
the
and
air
Jordan, yeah.
tonight.
They were like, oh, like we last met you like maybe like 2.5, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But we remember you, yeah. But the chemistry and the vibe is so good, yeah. It must be something spiritual. Like,
Yeah,
what's your
yeah.
horoscope?
Bro.
That
and
was the pill she took that night. I'm not
Bro,
gonna
bro, and it's just
Bro, it was like at 7 p.m. in the evening. Like it was
no, but
that's early for them.
it was a PG-13 thing, innit? Like
here's the punchline. She's
Yeah.
like, like, what's your star sign, isn't it? I was like, oh yeah, like I think I'm a Taurus, and then like just said it normally.
Shout out the balls, yeah.
All I get is,
yeah, that
all I,
shit.
yeah. And then they were just like drew back as if to say, "Rah, like man's dangerous," and I'm like, I'm just sitting there
Like you said, you're a murderer or something.
yeah, I'm
They
looking.
go,
Bro, you done 5 minutes ago? You said, "Oh, so nice to see you." And now you're
man's
man's
there.
told you. I'm
Look at the
Taurus.
chemistry, and all of a sudden, yeah, danger.
But that for me, like obviously, like it was fine. We just went on. But I think if someone then started trying to dictate the conversation around horoscopes, like star signs, whatever, I'm out. That for me, yeah. Massive
But do you
red flag.
think though,
Massive.
horoscopes per se are mutually exclusive to like a certain type of individual born in that month, or do you think each one of them is so wide it can encapsulate everyone's individual personality, but then when you read it you think, yeah, that could be me?
Nah, bro.
I think I
don't know.
No, but do you think that all of them are so broad?
they are?
They are
Essentially,
very
that's
broad.
like the definitions and characteristics.
Like, you can-
whatever,
yeah.
whatever. Like it says that you.
I reckon, like, you know, your daily ones that you read. If you read
Like
one,
me.
it's so broad that you can relate it to something that's happening or has happened
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you want to happen.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the characteristics of like an actual Taurus or a Libran, you can, if you actually read them,
Cancer.
you do actually see your similar traits. But then it's like everyone has like moments
like,
where
everyone
they're
would
fucking-
like
they
to
steam in
yeah.
and get fucking annoyed at something or they're stubborn.
Yeah.
So like anyone can relate. If you clicked on any single one of them, you
Yeah,
can
there's
relate.
things there,
to that.
definitely.
Yeah, that's
But I tell you what, my dad, yeah, he's a Libran.
Oh, who?
My dad,
He's a
he's
what?
a Libran.
A what?
Libran, yeah.
What?
That's a new one. They just
what?
released that one this
Is
year.
that is that a
Libra.
Yeah, but you call it a Libran.
A Libran.
Yeah.
Oh, is it someone who is? Oh, no,
Libra.
he's right. He's right. Yeah,
You're not trying to do me that. That sounds
Like,
stupid.
no, for example,
I see you lot, yeah.
I'm Cancer,
my
but
mouth
you'd
shut.
say Cancerian.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Wait, what do you call
Wait.
Leo then?
Huh?
A
What do you call
Leon.
A
Leo?
Leon.
A Leon. Well, like the sandwich shop you're buying.
We're called Taurians.
Yeah, Taurians. Yeah, I knew that.
you go.
Was,
Swear
yeah.
on.
Yeah, yeah. I knew
Well,
that.
well,
Hey,
apologies, Thomas.
You're called a prick.
You're a cunt. I'm a master.
Good.
So anyway, right. He can't make a decision to save his life. And I know one of the characteristics of Librans, they're so indecisive.
Yeah, they can't.
You ask him anything. What takeaway do you want? Oh, I don't know, whatever you lot are having.
Ah.
Like, it's one of them ones all
That's
the
a red
time.
flag in
But I love it. I
itself.
love it. It's so
Every
funny.
dad is like that. Every old
I
dad is
think
like
Bro.
what I can agree on is that yes, there are some things from horoscopes where people can apply to themselves. For me, it's just when people try to use it, like Jordan Jay said, in regards to trying to dictate a conversation or try to use it as like an excuse as to why you're acting a certain way.
And tell you that that's how you are because of that.
Or like you said,
That's fucked.
make a view or a judgment of someone. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna get along with you because you're
because you're a
this
Leo or a
person.
Cancer or Taurus.
Yeah.
Taurus.
Yeah, it was
It's good on
It's
dates though.
accountability, innit?
It's
It's
good on
just
dates
people who are
though.
afraid to use
They don't know what their horoscope is. You can be like, oh yeah, we're
What, Tom's like your
compatible.
cheat
You know what I
code?
mean? Talk to any man, yeah. I guarantee they've got some cheat codes of horoscopes in the locker. I ain't got no knowledge on it, but I bet there's a few bad men
But you
out there.
pretend to do though, isn't it?
No, listen, there's probably a
That's
lot
it,
of
mate.
there's a lot of man in our group chat that will definitely do some research on the horoscope
100%.
thing to try and
Big up the group chat.
They won't
I'm not
say
gonna
it.
any
They won't
names,
say
innit?
it.
But they know who they are.
If I
bro.
listen,
speak,
you gotta do
if
what you
I
gotta do.
speak, I'll be in big trouble.
Them rock gal.
Yeah, rock yeah.
Not my bar, but a young
Yeah, that
shout out
was
young
funny.
Philly, but-
That was funny, man. But nah, bruv. Like for me, so that for me was just a situation. I was just like, yeah, like
Yeah.
that, bruv. Like for me, who cares? Like Taurian, Libran, whatever. Like man are just on vibes. It don't matter what you are, bruv. If you've got vibes, you got vibes. And
Yeah.
That's it.
Like who cares, bruv?
I hear
You
that
know what I'm
still.
saying? So. Yeah, I will never ever indulge in a conversation if it started to go a certain way. I'd be like, yeah, you see the ball, finish my drink, I'm out. But fortunately, it all worked out, and so it was fine.
Here's a work red flag.
Oh yeah,
Someone who's watching you like a hawk and what times you clock in and out.
Oi,
Right?
Them people
Can
there-
I just touch on that?
Yeah?
Jobsworths,
Yes.
tie them in together.
Jobsworth and
Tie them-
snitches
Tie them
Yeah,
together.
at work.
Tie them all
Yeah.
in together.
What
Especially
the
in the
hell are you
workplace.
doing?
Tie them
Like
Nah.
they
They are
act
my
like
biggest-
they are the ambassador for the
They
company.
are my biggest bugbear, yeah, I think I've ever come across in my life. You know?
Everyone hates them.
Honestly, yeah.
They're the
The
worst.
level of just like anger that builds up inside of you yeah, because of these kind of people, yeah. Like in my previous job, right, yeah, I was probably like a week in, innit? Or even in my first induction week, so
Yeah.
to speak, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was this guy who was, bear in mind, he was the same grade, no higher, no lower.
Oh yeah.
And
By
he was-
grade, you mean level?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in terms of like qualifications,
Yeah.
promotion, similar kind of work. We was doing different projects, etc. And obviously, in your induction week, it's an opportunity for you to understand the company, do whatever, but it's not too strenuous.
No, of
It's not
course.
too exhausting. It's something where you understand what's going on. Wednesday comes now, yeah. I'm now just like doing like individual bits of training. Obviously, I got all the computer, got phone, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm now just doing my thing. And I'm leaving at 5:30. Obviously, I ain't doing anything apart from the training. And he says, "Oh, you off at this time, mate?" And I said,
Oh mate.
"Okay."
Yeah,
I
long.
said, "Oh,
Cheeky.
And you know the ones just try to brush up, like, ha ha ha, yeah.
I'm going home, bro.
Have a good evening, mate.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, these part timers, eh?"
Ah.
And then I was
Fuck that.
and then in my head, I was thinking,
You
yeah.
get
Fuck
that, you
that
get that, you
guy.
get that.
Don't let me come and bang you in your jaw, you know? like, what do you mean part timers? What? You're there just twiddling your thumbs here just to look important, and you're there till 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m.
Yeah, for me,
Brother,
I can't
and-
let that run.
We're the same job grade.
Yeah.
And you're
Was he
saying
same age or was he older?
Hold on.
he was like 2-3 years older, yeah.
What a fucking loser.
But like, come correct in it.
No, he's got you there though. I
Come
can't lie, he's
correct.
got you.
He's rattled him, isn't he?
He's rattled
No,
you. big time.
like
Really
it's that
standing
thing,
up
yeah.
here.
That's it, brother,
Rustle
like,
your
nah.
feathers.
God, like, shout out
Like,
him.
yeah.
He's done you dirty.
Rattled.
So no, you man just want to see it
again,
just
do it
like
again.
unbothered,
Loud.
innit?
Nah, but what I will say on that is that these kind of people here,
Pagan Don.
Yeah.
they're so like, it's like they got Stockholm syndrome for the company.
Yes.
Like you're
It's
dying,
unflexible.
you're dying for this company that's not even yours. There's no name. Literally, you
Your name will never be on the door of that company.
exactly. It's like why are these people so like a slave to
Yeah.
the company?
Yeah.
Like
It's because
Got nothing else going on.
and exactly, and they want to feel validation. That is
No, but
exactly what it
by
is.
sitting in an office.
Do you know what? He was probably jealous and he's thinking, "Oh, look at this part timer and I'm here doing 12 hours overtime.
Yeah,
Fuck
and he's
my
going
life."
home smiling.
You know what I mean?
I'm going home, dragging myself out the door. Look
that's
at him.
it. He's trying to bring him down,
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
he's not the only
He makes
one
himself feel
feeling shit.
better. Yeah, that's
exactly.
No,
it.
but that is like a bright red flag.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Here's,
100. I'd stay clear of them.
here's a brighter one.
Uh-oh.
When, like in a work facility, like area, like working, new job, whatever, you go in, you're settling in, and and you're talking to people and you ask them about football.
Okay.
I know where
You
this is going.
say, oh yeah, what team do you support, bro? Or oh yeah, like what team are you watching, etc. And I go, oh, I'm not really into football. That's not my thing. Or taking it a step further, I don't really like sports, you know.
Sports in general.
Next.
I might even say cricket. You know what I mean?
Or even American sports for that matter.
I'm asking.
No
you know what I'll be doing?
sport, bro.
I'm asking him what position he plays for netball,
Bro.
Do you know what
That-
it is?
or who his favourite on Strictly Come Dancing
No,
is.
but
That's
bro, you gotta understand, sport is a very big thing, you know.
It's a community. It's
It's
literally
a
a
very
community.
big thing. So if I'm talking to you, it don't matter. Like I don't care, guy, girl, whatever. It doesn't matter. Obviously, from a mandem perspective, you'd expect man to kind of be more in sport.
At least
There are
something, yeah.
there are obviously a lot of women as well who are massively into sport. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Even if it is
shout out the
netball,
girls that are into sport as well, because I love that shit.
even if it is netball, I will back you and be like, yeah, cool. I'm not a netball guy.
Tell
but
me
I'll
about it.
large
I'm
you up.
following that up now.
I'll large you up, but
Yeah.
Can I bet on it?
to not the money in it.
Money if you make.
But do you not think that's mad? Like, what do you say to someone who doesn't
I don't know, you know.
follow sport, bro?
I would have agreed, but I mean, like, I had this was a conversation I had with the barber yesterday. Like, I brought it up to him as a point of contention, and he thought, you know what? Some people just have different interests.
No, I hear that.
Yeah.
But in terms of like a common ground,
Yeah.
sport is an easy one. It's a
Yeah.
very easy one. It's
For
a
me-
And there's so many sports to choose from. Even if you say to me,
You know what it is?
Like, even if you say to me,
it
oh,
would-
I like snooker. I'll be like, say less in it. I like darts. I'll be like, gee.
So, like, any
Like,
sport.
any sport.
Anything.
sport in
I
Even,
hear you
even
say it.
horse racing.
Esports?
I'll back. Yeah, I'd even say.
Even,
Yeah.
like, do you know what?
That's a
It's
sticky
not
one,
even
though,
like just
don't
actual
know.
interest in sports. You could be interested in one person in the sport. Like a lot of girls are like, oh yeah, AJ, yeah,
Yeah,
AJ.
Or like Cristiano Ronaldo, or like
Yeah.
this person, that person.
But no, that's massive for me because like if there's no common ground there, then I'm not gonna lie. Like obviously, I
That's
say
long
that.
in the workplace.
Yeah, I say
Very.
that, but it's just like I'll still like crack on and like
No,
I'm
because
sure
you-
we'll
but
But
find
it's a red
common
flag
interest.
because you'll probably keep your distance. Think, oh, I can't even go in.
You know, you're that easy, like,
Can't go into
light-
that conversation.
That like
Yeah.
tongue in cheek, easy like conversation. Like, oh mate,
Yeah.
what happened on the weekend? Ah, you concede 3 goals. Like,
And I want
you
to
know
talk
what?
about fantasy league.
Yeah.
I'll talk about fantasy
Common
league.
ground though. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's common ground, bro. Like I want to talk
How
about
your
fantasy
team's
league.
doing, who's you swap in for, and, you know, if you've used your wild cards. I haven't used my wild cards.
And because you know, and because you know, like if someone's into sports, if you see something, you're gonna be like, oh fuck, they'll know about that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So you can
yeah.
go in
Yeah.
on Monday or whenever you go in.
transfer
Just be
gossip.
like, oh,
Bro.
Afcon fucked me for my fantasy. Now I ain't got Mo Salah for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, Power did the same thing as man.
To make it worse, if you ask them about TV shows or films and they say no, I
Oh,
don't really watch
yeah.
that, it's like you don't watch sports, you don't watch TV. What do you do in your spare
'Cause that's
time?
the thing, yeah.
I'm
So
worried
common
now.
ground, no
I'm
common-
thinking you're a serial killer, so I'm just gonna keep my distance.
Exactly. No, that's
not
not wrong.
normal.
It's not wrong. It's
not.
If you ain't watching
Oh, that's
sport
a joke.
and you ain't watching TV, then what are you doing? Are you just walking around your neighbourhood for like 6 hours plus?
Bruv,
You know what I mean?
What,
Chatting
is
to
this
the local
Palaki or
crackhead.
something?
What are you saying, Jeff?
do you do this walk
Show me
again?
that thing you do with the elastic bag.
No, but
boy.
obviously some people might listen. Look, some people might read and that as well.
Yeah.
and
Train spotting maybe?
yeah, and big them up like the reading. But for me personally, if you ain't into like something like you say sport, like a series, there must be a series that you watch. You get me? Or like a
Even like a
film,
little Breaking Bad, Narcos, or Game of Thrones, something like that. innit?
like something
Hey,
like
listen,
that.
if they ain't got any common interest and they ain't watching something, we'll give it something to watch. LJC podcast.
Come on!
Oh, we love that. We love
Come
that.
on.
We can
Yeah.
all be common ground.
Nah, okay, that's still dope. But, I would say also, yeah, even though like there are very like not generic, but there are like wide ranging red flags. Yeah, individually there are like red flags which you in your head that you would think that alright, cool, that might not align with my values, and therefore it's a red flag, innit?
Yeah.
Like, would you say, yeah, for example, obviously I think this was mentioned briefly on the last pod, yeah. The way people's attire, the way people potentially dress, the way people potentially present themselves.
Yeah.
Would you say that is a major red flag in individual? Because the reason why I bring this up, actually,
Interesting.
credit to one of our
Listeners,
loyal listeners and viewers. She asked us to actually bring that up on the pod. And here
we are.
the mic is open. What do we think?
Wow, it's a good question.
It is a good question. I think what it is that, you know, your question is simply asking is someone's effort to dress themselves well, right?
And that encapsulates the idea of potentially like I think you mentioned it previously about like brands.
Yes.
This.
Yes.
Like and just like for example, like even little things here. Like for example, like when you go to work and someone's shirt is not ironed.
Oh,
For
dear.
example,
Vile.
like automatically, and 99% of the office will think, "Ooh,
of course.
well go on."
That's a big difference, though.
No, but like,
Let's say you
but
bought yourself an Armani suit. Yeah, we're talking bags.
no, but like, yeah,
And you come and you don't iron it. That says a lot more about your character.
Yeah.
than you
Yeah.
buying or wearing that Armani suit.
you know, I hear that.
You
But
know what I
like,
mean?
back to the original question though, like that the viewer asked, what were we saying?
I think for me personally, the way you dress yourself is way more important than the brands you wear.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You can buy fucking Valentino shoes and like Balmain jeans and like CP t-shirts, whatever. But if it doesn't fit and it doesn't look well together, you are way worse off than someone who's wearing fucking
Who's thought about what they're wearing?
Primark
innit?
jeans
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
and a t-shirt that fits, because the way in which you present yourself is more valued than what you present yourself
Yeah.
with.
I agree.
I think just look presentable.
Exactly.
Rather than just don't look scruffy. It don't matter what brands you wear.
Don't matter.
No matter what you've spent or money on it. And do you know what? The people that come and say, "Oh, is that this brand?" I don't really like that.
I'm not gonna
gonna
lie.
It just doesn't really sit nice. Like, why does it have to be a brand for you to like it?
Or for you
Yeah.
to comment.
Or if you'd say, no, it's just,
And this
you know
is
what I
the
mean,
thing,
something
and,
else.
and this is why it comes down to people's like preconceived ideas. And I think one of her points was like people get drawn out if they don't wear particular brands, and
Yeah.
if they're not like, if someone finds out, oh yeah, like where's that from, and it's not from like a well-known brand, it's like,
Yeah.
why are you wearing that then?
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm saying, like,
You got to see who reacts to it, though.
Yeah.
I'd straight up tell them where it's from. If
Yeah,
they
yeah,
react
yeah.
bad, you're
I don't
thinking,
business, bro.
let me get that flag up. Red
I don't
card,
business.
red card.
I don't business because like it's true, because like even like some guys and even girls, like if they see something and they look on someone and they're like, oh yeah, it looks nice, or it doesn't particularly look nice, and you tell them the brand and they don't F with it,
Yeah.
then automatically they're like, nah, and they're judging you, and for them they're like, right, that's a red
But
flag.
then, if
they-
that
you were
same
wearing that-
sweatshirt or that jumper or that t-shirt had 3 letters, it'd be like, oh, that's so wavy. Oh, swear
Yeah.
down. Is that? You know what I mean?
yeah, it's
And
weird.
it could be the same top.
It's weird.
it's crazy.
Weird,
business.
it's weird. But yeah,
crazy.
I just think for me, it's all based on, like, obviously T said, how you present yourself, and also as well, bro, like, who the fuck cares?
I
Yeah.
agree.
Who the fuck cares?
And also, who the
You
fuck
feel
are
good in it.
like that?
yeah,
That's all
bro.
that matters to me. I
Yeah.
think if you feel good in it, and you feel like you look in the mirror and think, yeah, man, I look good today. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna go out of confidence.
That's
That's
the
it.
thing,
That's
innit?
all that matters.
I'll be
You're
real-
wearing
Forget what
a brand.
anybody else thinks about.
Yeah, if you're wearing a brand solely for the purpose to show off to people,
As like an image, kind of. Yeah.
Cut
Just
that
don't
shit
do
out.
it. Yeah,
don't
because you're
do
just
it.
wasting peace.
one, no one's watching, and the people who are watching, they ain't got the best interest for you.
That's it.
Like,
And they-
like I
yeah,
said in
they
episode
care.
1, 2, and early on, no one cares.
No one
Yeah,
cares.
no one
If you do it for yourself.
Yeah.
All praise was high. You've been able to buy this. You've been buy that. Wear this.
the
wear
main
that.
character in your own story, no one else is.
Come on.
Exactly.
it.
You're gonna buy it and you like it, it makes you feel good, do it.
That's
But
it.
if not, if you're doing it for other people,
Yeah. And also a massive red flag if someone will only go at someone if they wear a certain brand.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Massive.
get in the bin, mate.
Massive.
Yeah,
the
leave it
bin.
out, mate.
Massive.
But
Massive.
I think to wrap up, I think we can all agree, right? A red flag is an indication to someone's character.
And it's
Oh,
very subjective
100%.
as well. It's very,
Subjective,
very
because that's the thing. We were all worried about like us not being able to agree on what a red flag may be. But you know, I think
Disagreement's healthy though.
the beauty of a red flag is that it's subjective, but also it's great when you can agree with people what a red flag is. But sometimes somebody may even be watching this and think, you know, oh, that's not a red flag, and that's fine. You can have an opinion. Let us know in the comments
Yeah.
if you don't think something.
sort
we spoke
yourself
about
out
is a
if you ain't paying service charge.
pay your fucking.
Or if you're running away and not paying the bill.
Tip.
Oh, no.
Pay your fucking bills, yeah, because people need to feed their kids and families, man.
That's
don't,
it.
just don't be an arse.
No, no,
be
Other
nice to your
people,
waiters.
yeah. know what I mean?
Kids, hang on.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're right. I think it's all subjective. If you disagree on things, it's fine. But as long as you know what your red flags are and you can explain what your red flags are, then absolutely fine. And as long as you know how to pattern them, no problem. No problem.
also, you know this phrase: "Keep your friends close, keep enemies closer."
Yeah.
You need to look at who you mingle with, where you're mingling, reasons why you're mingling, and that should be able to dictate to you mentally and individually why or if something is a red flag. And my final piece is stop using the word it.
And just to touch on that, if you've got a red flag, just act on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Either bring it up, pull the person up on it,
That's it.
and tell them you're moving wrong.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, you know what I mean? That's not for you. You know what I mean? Carry on doing your thing.
Life's too short.
Get them
bro.
gone.
Life's too
You know
short.
what I mean? Life's too short, man. Just live happiness
And
positivity
live happiness,
always.
positivity.
And tune into the LJC every week
That's
to hear
it.
some
Also,
absolute gold stuff.
Like, comment, share,
subscribe.
subscribe, and interact with all our socials.
Yeah.
And next
TikTok
week,
as well.
we back again.
Come
And we
on,
back,
baby.
We back.
Come
Let's
on.
go.
And we out.
And we out.
Hey.
LJC always.